Senator Marsha Blackburn of Tennessee is the poster child for the modern-day GOP. Coup-defending, Fauci trolling, someone who loves to red bait every valid human need from health care to Social Security and access to child care. About that, Blackburn once tweeted, quote, "You know who else liked universal daycare?" alongside an old article about daycare existing in the former Soviet Union. Because yes, high-quality education and nutrition are all part of a treacherous communist plot. Who knew? Like Kanye, Blackburn has a history of beefing with Taylor Swift. In her Netflix documentary, Swift called Blackburn Trump in a wig. Blackburn has since fired back a warning over the Breitbart airwaves that Swift will be the first victim when the Marxists take over America. It's dumb. But the reason we're all talking about the Tennessee Republican tonight is because of how she questioned one of President Biden's circuit court nominees. Andre Mathis, if confirmed, he would be the first black man to serve on the 6th U.S. Circuit Court of Appeals from Tennessee. But there's something about Mr. Mathis that makes the senator doubt his qualifications. She just doesn't seem to like him. I wonder what that might be. Here she is, grilling him about failures to appear in court following traffic citations, all from a decade or more ago.
It has been made public that he has a rap sheet with a laundry list of citations, including multiple failures to appear in court. In Tennessee, we expect our judges to respect the law, not disregard it. If Mr. Mathis thought he was above the law before, imagine how he'll conduct himself if he's confirmed.
Senator, do you know what a rap sheet is? It stands for Record of Arrests and Prosecutions. It does not describe 3 speeding tickets from a long time ago. You know what else? One of those tickets was for going 5 miles over the speed limit. And yet, when it comes to Supreme Court Justice Brett Kavanaugh, who was accused by multiple women of sexual assault, Blackburn just can't see what all the fuss is about.
We have spent enough time and money trashing a good man and his name.
Rap sheet. But this is when we in the news business like to say you just can't make this stuff up. Because last year, Senator Blackburn herself was pulled over by Capitol Police, but she got out of it by flashing her congressional pin. Republican hypocrisy is the absolute worst. It just is. Put that on your rap sheet, Senator. Stay with us. Who Won the Week is next. TGIF, happy Friday. We finally made it to the end of another long week, and now that means it's time to play our favorite game. Yes, Who Won the Week? Back with me, Dean Obadala and Bakari Sellers. Dean, you are the veteran in this game, so I'm going to ask you to go first. Tell us, please, who won the week?
I would give it to Bakari for his book, to be honest. I think the book was great, but I can't, because Republicans are going to ban it, calling it critical race theory. So there's nothing I can do about that.
Oh, that's about to happen. It's like black people on the cover. Yeah.
Right. They just passed a law in Florida. Your book's been banned. I'm sorry, Bakari. But anyway, I'm going to give it to Merrick Garland and the DOJ. And it sounds weird because I've criticized Merrick Garland, but 11 people charged with seditious conspiracy, the Oath Keepers. And what I love about this, we're getting closer to Trump. 2 of the people charged yesterday were bodyguards for Roger Stone on January 5th and 6th. And in the charging documents, it talks about Oath Keepers talking in mid-December last year. They were going because Trump invited them with his tweet saying, "Come here, make it wild." And they said, "Yes, sir, we're going to make it wild" in their postings. So we're getting to the point, Joy, where we can say what I keep saying. Donald Trump is the Osama bin Laden of January 6th. It's a Trump production from start to end. And Merrick Garland, if you indict Trump, you'll be my person of the year, of the decade. So I give it to Merrick Garland.
Merrick, well, you know, I'm not ready to go from calling him from Merrick the Mild to Merrick the Magnificent yet, but I will go with Merrick the maybe he's all right. All right, let's go to Bakari Sellers. Who won the week?
I actually, first of all, I love this game. That's first. Second, I agree with Dean. Because Merrick, I think people have to be patient with Merrick Garland. Look, the next are the organizers and the financiers, and then maybe some Congress people, et cetera. This week has been tough because we're not passing BBB, we're not passing voting rights, we didn't get criminal justice reform. So the person that wins the week is Bakari Sellers and Reggie Brown. Duh, you should have stayed there, Dean. This was a day things. I can't come on the show and not give myself the award. There we go. Look at this.
Listen, no one has ever awarded themselves Who Won the Week, so you have set a new standard, my friend. That's how you actually play when you want to win. Okay, so I ain't mad at you. You can come back. Yeah, you can come back, but you got to think of somebody else. You can't win a week every time. You got to change up. Okay, but let me just say, okay, so since Bakari's book is now probably banned in Florida, sorry, because it is critical race theory. It just is. I'm going to pick someone else who's also critical race theory and thus also banned. So y'all, look at this, because you ain't going to be able to learn about it in school. In the state of Virginia, which has elected an opponent of, again, critical race theory, fake critical race theory, they have said that what students must actually learn includes the first debate between Abraham Lincoln and Frederick Douglass and the writings of the founding fathers of the United States. Melissa Murray tweeted, "Is this real? Are we actually living in a timeline where the legislature of Virginia is proposing to reform education by teaching its students that the Lincoln-Douglas debates featured Abraham Lincoln and Frederick Douglass?" Frederick Douglass, he's doing a great job. He's being recognized more and more. He won the week, because he's always winning the week until he gets banned by Florida because he's critical race theory. Thank you, Dean Obadala. Bakari Sellers, y'all are great. Have a great weekend. Buy Bakari's book for your kids. And that is tonight's REIDOUT, All In With